Anyway, let's move on because we need to cover.
Let's keep this shit shaking.
We need to keep it. We need to cover
UFC.
The UFC on Fuel TV. Gustafsson versus Gegard Mousasi.
This is their 9th event on Fuel TV.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We know because every weekend there's a free event.
Do you have Fuel TV?
Yeah, I got Fuel TV, son. Do you have Fuel TV?
No, but I'll be in town next weekend.
Yeah, so we'll be watching.
Yeah, awesome. Can't wait.
Awesome, yeah. Anyway, there's several fights.
And it looks like 6 on the main card.
There's 6 fights on the main card. And let me tell you something. Akira Corassani versus Robbie Pickett, we're not going to cover. Diego Brandao versus Pablo Garza, we're not going to cover.
But if I had to pick, I'm going with the first guy's name that Kevin couldn't pronounce and Pablo Garza.
Akira Corassani, I'm going with in that featherweight bout, and I'm also going to go with Diego Brandao in his featherweight bout over Pablo Garza.
And
now,
it's just us picking names out of a hat.
Let's move on to the bantamweight bout, because this is the bantamweight bout. You're going to have Brad Pickett versus Mike Easton. Mike Easton has beat some good people. He's had a great career, but the last time he had a loss.
Yeah, but Mike Easton is also going through a serious camp shakeup. Because for you people who haven't been following MMA and don't know who Lloyd Irvin is, just think rapity rape, and then you got to figure Mike Easton is fighting out of a camp where all they do is rapity rape. And that shit's gotta fuck with his head, because you're sitting there trying to train and all your training partners went right out the door and you turn around and all you see is rapity rape. So
I don't know exactly. That might be a strong word to use.
No, it's not.
Take advantage of.
No, read the articles. They talk about rapity rape.
What, really?
Yes.
That's really not good. Anyway, what George is saying is that
Mike Easton's got a fucked up training camp.
You really do.
There's no way that he's ready for this fight.
And we want to see Mike Easton do good as shit. The Hawk, the little Hawk, whatever you want to call him, because he's
the
right down the
midget.
street. He's a hometown boy. The Incredible, I don't know, but we want to see him do good because obviously he's a hometown boy, and we'd love to see him do great. But the last time he fought, he did not do too great.
No, he ended up losing a UD to Rafael.
Rafael, something like that, with a lot of vowels.
So it'll be. But, I would like to see him win, but I think he's in for a tough fight with Brad Pickett.
Right.
Brad Pickett's going to stick his nose in there. I'm assuming Brad Pickett's going to press this fight and try to end it. And Easton's.
Who do you have? Because I want to talk about the big boys. Who do you have?
Brad Pickett's going to win that fight.
I'm going to go with Mike Easton.
Okay.
How do you think he's going to win? Don't say. I know what you're going to say.
TKO.
No. Oh, I thought you were going to say.
Rape choke?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Rape choke.
Anyway, now let's go to.
Like how you were going to cover it. Like I'm not going to say it. Let me cover my mic. This crazy honky.
That's a badass honky. Now let's move it.
That's a great song, by the way.
Moving on to a heavyweight who George called that shit way before it was ever a hit. George was like talking about that shit back in like August. You had that Macklemore song pegged a long time ago. Now heavyweight bout: Matt Mitrione versus Phil French Fries.
Matt Mitrione, who Kevin absolutely loves his hands, loves everything about him.
What?
You do. You've been on the Matt Mitrione fucking tour fan tour for a while now.
No,
yes, you have. You've liked him since the Ultimate Fighter.
You liked him?
You've liked him since the Ultimate Fighter.
We on TV?
No. But anyway, I don't care what Kevin's saying right now because he's a liar. Go back to the 2008 edition of the UnCut Sports Show.
Look,
this Bama likes Matt Mitrione. That's fine. He's on a 2-fight skid, and he's been handed, in my opinion, a very good fight to try to get back on the winning track. And the skid is
about as bad as the one in George's draws. Now, let me tell you something.
Commando all day, son.
Oh, okay, nice. I like that.
Those quick moments in life.
I think they have just... I think that oh my God, I can't even focus. Is that how you wear it out, son? I think that
Vinegar
they
strokes all day.
I think they've just what do you think about this? Do you think they just threw this guy in front of Matt Mitrione?
I think so. Yes, that's what I just said.
I can't fight him because it's taking nothing away from Phil French Fries, but it's like Let's go. Why don't you go over his record?
Phil DeFries. The last loss was to a returning Todd Duffy. Before that, he beat some dude named Ollie Thompson, and before that, he lost his step in my cock.
Matt Mitrione has a lot of potential, and I think he's on a 2-fight skid.
He is on a 2-fight skid.
And I think they're like, okay, you know what? This is your opportunity to get back on.
Yeah, and he needs
on track.
But I'm gonna tell you what. In his last 2 fights, he's looked out of shape and disinterested. So you'll know. I think within the first 30 seconds of this fight,
maybe he needs
where Mitrione's at.
Yeah.
I mean, Mitrione could lose this fight. Mitrione could lose this fight, and I think if he loses this fight, and bye.
Yeah, he better go talk to GSP's agent and try to get a fight. Maybe he can be of Lenny of Mice and Men. I pay with the Pickens, George. Now, let's move on to a fight that I think it's a lightweight bout, and obviously it's going to be the lightweight bout between Ross Pearson and Ryan Couture. Now, this is interesting.
This is going to be a very tough test for Ryan Couture.
It is. Now,
because Ross Pearson hits like a truck.
He does. I think if Ryan Couture can get past Ross Pearson, then he established himself as a legit lightweight, you know? And I think it's hard for Ryan Couture because you're obviously living under your dad's name and everything like that. So it's like being Michael Jordan's son. Everybody has such high expectations
Which one?
for you. I don't know.
The
one of the 45 ones.
Yeah.
But one of Michael Jordan's sons. But everybody has such high expectations for you. Now, Ryan Couture is a good fighter by all means, but going up against Ross Pearson, who is a seasoned veteran, who can fucking put you to sleep, he can do it all. This is going to be, like George said, it's going to be a tough test for Ryan Couture. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I got Ross Pearson. I think he's one of my favorite fighters from the UK, and I just think he's
interesting
nasty.
in Ryan Couture's last fight, he was outstruck by KJ Noons in every single round, but somehow still won on a split decision by 2 judges. Ryan Couture. So I don't. My thing is.
Did he take him down, though? Because KJ Noons gets taken down like crazy. I mean, that motherfucker gets taken down like bad billboard sign, shorty. I mean, I'm telling you right now. Down.
I'm just reading what's here, and my thing is if Ryan Couture wants to win this fight, I would not let Ross Pearson hit me in the head.
Yeah, because he'll be snoring.
Yeah, I don't know. Nay.
Now, the main event of UFC on Fuel TV 9, is going to be Alexander Gustafsson versus Gegard Mousasi. This is interesting because you don't know what you're getting with Gegard Mousasi. I mean, he's kind of guy like, I know I'm so fucking good. I can kind of go through the motions and beat most people. And then sometimes he's like, okay, I'm going to fucking come at you with this fucking fury. And he just, you know.
Yeah, last time Gegard fought was back in January, and he choked out Mike Kyle.
Right.
Before that, he beat OSP by UD, and before that, he beat some dude named Azumi by TKO. Right. The thing is with Gegard, he's always been one of these guys who wants to fight when he wants to fight, where he wants to fight. You can no longer do that in the UFC.
Right.
This is the only places you're going to fight. These are the only guys you're going to fight. There's no more bouncing around. So I think with without the ability to do what he wants when he wants to do it, maybe you'll see a more refocused Mousasi.
Right.
Because he can't just go off and fight whenever he wants to.
Right.
So he needs to win this fight. But if he doesn't win this fight and Gustafsson wins, this has to put Gustafsson at the #1 contender. If not, his next fight should be for the #1 contender at 205.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, he keeps getting leapfrogged. I mean, the thing that hurt him was when he took that loss to
Phil Davis?
Phil Davis.
But that was back in April of 2010. He's reeled off 6 straight wins since then.
Yeah. I mean, he had a bunch of wins before that.
His last win was a decision over Shogun.
Yeah, which was good. I've got to.
If he beats Gegard, his next fight's versus the winner of John Jones versus that other guy.
I say if he keeps it standing, uses his range, his kicks, his length against Gegard Mousasi, and does not allow Mousasi to take him down and work his ground magic on him. I know that sounds kind of funny. Work his ground magic. But I'd say Alexander Gustafsson wins this fight. Who do you have?
I think Gustafsson should win this fight just because he's a bigger
I don't want to hear no should and coulda and woulda and houlda. You know what I mean?
But see, I just think
give me an answer.
Gegard's a more rounded fighter because he can do it standing or seated.
His stand-up is as good as Gustafsson's?
I don't know. But, I mean, it depends. It literally depends. I think Gegard is going to win this fight.
Gegard Mousasi has the ability to beat Alexander Gustafsson. Everybody knows that. But the problem is you just don't know which Gegard is going to show up. So based on that, I'm going to go with Alexander Gustafsson.
Right, because you're going with the more proven, more...
FTW, son.
For the win?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. And you?
I'm going with Gegard, second round.
You want to bet another dinner on that?
No, I don't want you to have to owe me 2. Let me just get paid up for 1, and then we'll make a bet.
Are we going to do that next weekend since you come back in town?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. All right, man. We're out of here. Deuces. Comical, brash, and sometimes politically incorrect. The UnCut Sports Show. Non-traditional sports coverage delivered the way you like it by your uncensored co-hosts, Kevin White and George Bedford.